Welcome back everyone. Today's videos is all about Python list and how we can maybe manipulate them through adding elements, removing element, maybe clearing that list out, and how do you define also a list. There are multiple ways to do it. So all these things you will be learning. So stay tuned towards the end of the video. My name is Aditya and I work as an analytics manager with a software firm. This entire efforts is to share my knowledge with you guys. So if you like the content, please hit like. So we'll start with the list. The first and foremost thing into maybe even trying to manipulate a variable is first you have to define it. If there is no variable, who will you manipulate, right? So for that, there are two ways to define list into the system. One is my best favorite and second one is there. If you want to use it, you can use it. The first one is, if you can see on the screen, that list one is equal to open square bracket Europe, comma is, comma n, comma energy, and so on. So this whole sentence is nothing but energy crisis happening in Europe. So the sentence goes like, Europe is in energy crisis and winter is approaching. So right now there are very high prices of gases in Europe, and that is how the utility bills for every individual in Europe is going high because Russia is not able to supply enough gas to Europe. So that's just in GK that I have for you in today's video. And the another way to define a list is that you just write list, open parentheses, again open parentheses, then you put entire list into that, you close the parentheses and another parentheses to close the first parenthesis. And that's how you define the list. That's it. We'll just hit Control Enter to run the output. So if you see that both the lists are present into the system now, and we will learn manipulations on these way list. So every list you define in Python will have an index, and Python index starts at 0. So in this list, which is published in the output, I would say Europe is the 0, is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, 7, and 8. So there are 8 elements as per Python. So the length is 9, but the elements are 8 because it is counting from 0. So you have to keep this thing in mind. Post index, we would like to be learning about how you can pick particular value from the existing list that you have defined. There are multiple ways to do this, and I have written few of them over here. First one is index method. We can use a positive index number or negative index number, totally fine. We can write something like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and like the number of index that are present in there. So if you type 9, it might give you an error. It will give you an error because it is out of the range of that Python list that you are calling. So now what we are doing is, in this, we are calling list 2 with 0 index. So list 2 0 index is Europe. Here we are calling -1, which is the last index in the system. So you can count it like from the opposite side as well. This approaching will become -1, then is -2, -3, -4, so on. And the range of index will help you to get the certain elements of the range. Let's suppose that you want to have an last two or first two or middle three rows of any particular list. When I say rows, I am actually talking about data points, so don't get confused. And we could just simply ask like, whatever is after fourth or whatever is after second, just give me that. I'll just run this. If you see that 0 is Europe in list 2, correct. -1 is last one, correct. Then 2 to 5 is in energy crisis. 0 is Europe, is 1, this is 2. It will start from the second position of index, that is in, and it will end on fourth. So second, third, and fourth. It will not include 5 into the range. So it will always be excluding whatever you give it to it. So if I say 9 over here, then I'll be able to include approaching. If I say 8, I'll not be able to approaching 8, but our index ends at 8. So whenever you are using a range to the identifying a particular portion, you have to use the +1 methodology. Next one is the 4 values that it wants, but if you see that they are written after the dots and it says 4, so it basically means that I want first 4 letters from the list. If I write this on here, what I will get is whatever is there after the fourth word, or including fourth word rather, towards the end. I want everything. That's how it plays. Next is, how do I change one particular value in list? Now this might help you if you are running some data cleaning activities. If you think that there is a mistake in spelling, let's say my name is occurring very frequently into the database and that spelling is wrong. It says ADITY. Rather, the spelling for my name is ADITYA. So to correct that, you need some operations where you could just replace particular values or change particular values into the system. So there are multiple ways again to do it. You could change the range also, or you could just simply change one particular index as well. So if I hit run control enter for next cell, which is how do I change one particular value in list, it will give me an change list. The list will become USA is in energy crisis and winter is approaching. So what I did is I just replaced Europe with USA because at 0 index, Europe was there. Second is that you want to change the range of values with something. For example, if you have first name and last name into the database and you want to change it, how do you do it? You will maybe select a range and you will replace that name with single string. So what I have done is that USA and is are two different index position into the list right now. It will replace USA and is with USA was. So what now the sentence become USA was in energy crisis and winter was is approaching. So we could also replace this is with was, or maybe the sentence is also correct, but USA is not in crisis. It's just a made up thing that I made. Next one is, how do I add values to the list? They're pretty amazing methods to do this activity. First one, we will talk about insert method. Insert method is basically you will insert a value on a particular list at a given index, and the syntax looks like this. You have to provide the index position and the value that you want to push. So I've just created a list where we are just saying 2019, 2021. So we do not have 2021. This is a misleading information, right? So we are in just 2021. We do not have 2022 as of now into our database. I want to replace it. How do I do it? I'll just say simply insert at 0 index 2021 value, and I'll hit control enter, and that 2021 value is inserted. Now I know that 2022 has not been replaced. So you have to understand that insert value will just allow you to insert values at certain index. It will not allow you to replace. We will learn that later on. Next one is append method. Append method is basically to append data values at the back of the list. Maybe let's say we have a list where we have a number of years that our company has a database from. So let's say I'm hypothetically working with X company, and that X company is keeping data from 2018 to till date. But we see that 2018 is the value that is missing in the list right now. So how do we do it? We just say list dot append 2018, and if I hit control enter to run this, you will see that 2018 got added to this list, right? So insert and append are similar in nature. Append will add it at the end, insert will help you to add it at a specific position. Next one is extend method. Extend method is basically kind of a extrovert who wants to accept everyone. And there are two lists which we have created, list 5, list 6. I do not keep confusing names. I just number them, list 1, 2, 3, 4. And here we say that it's 2020 to 2020, 2019. And I supposedly got to know that they are keeping data since 2016, not 2018. What I'll do is I'll just simply extend the list to the years that I know the data is present in the backward manner. So if I hit Control Enter, I know that those two lists got combined, right? And let's suppose that this is not a list, it's a tuple. What will happen? We'll just see. We'll just remove this square bracket with parenthesis and we'll hit enter. It still will be a list because extend method can accept tuples, set, and dictionaries as well. Let's just try this out. We'll say 1, we'll say 2, and we will say 3. And curly braces, hit Control Enter. You see, we still got it added into the list. So that's how extend works. So it's basically extending hand to help someone. Next one is that how do we remove or clear a list? And I guess when I mentioned replace, we do not have actual direct replace methodology into the Python. So we use remove. Here we see that 2022 is there, and I actually wanted to remove 27 at the earlier stage. Let's just say we want to remove 2022 from this list, and this removal will happen. This year will be gone. Next one is pop. Pop method is used index. So 1 is index, so it will basically remove 2020. And what is delete list 7? Right. So delete list 7 is basically it will delete the proper item on that index. And delete list 7 means it will delete the list. There will be no list for us. And we will hardly use delete the entire list in our entire programming, because that's not at all helpful, because you will have to declare that list again and again. In case you want to free up memory and you are using a lot of complex programming, in that sense deleting makes sense. And that's why we are defining list 7 again. You might be wondering why we are doing this same activity twice. Is because we are deleting it here, and for this approach, or for this to work, we need a list to be present into the system. And these are more similar operations where this will wipe up the memory. It will just empty the list. And if I hit Control Enter, you'll see just one output, because this is the only output we will have. Like I mentioned, 2022 will be removed. List pop 7, right? Now here we can print list, and you will know why everyone starts with print, because it is important to check out your output. Okay, we have mistakenly put list 7. Hit Control Enter. So you know that pop 1 will remove the letter. Okay, so once we remove 2022, 2020 has shifted over here, and now 2019 will be removed, because that is on the first index, right? This is 0, this is first, and the pop method will remove 2019, and so it will be 2020, 18, and 17. Delete list 7 will again delete the 2020 from it, so we'll just say print, and we'll say list 7. It will be entered. Yes, it will be just 2018 and 2017. And the last one is clear. So clear will basically wipe out everything which is there in the list. List 7. See, enter. So it will be an empty list. So whenever you are using a transitional data, which is basically iterating something, you can use clear to wipe the memory, wipe the list out and refill it with another data point that you have, maybe through append or extend or insert methodology. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope you liked it and enjoy this whole video. We will try to cover more and more as soon as we can. And if you like the video, please share it with your friends and family who wants to learn about new technologies and maybe interested in data analytics or data science. And Python is maybe probably the most used tool. Maybe probably are the most bad words I would use, but it is mostly being used in all the organizations that I have worked with and my friends work with. So stay tuned for more content, and thank you very much for watching this video.